Music, speak English with class. Jake, I once tried to build a habit by writing it on 5 sticky notes.
That sounds aggressive already.
Very aggressive. One on the mirror, one on the fridge, one on my laptop.
And how long did the sticky notes survive?
About 4 days.
Laughter.
Then they just became part of the furniture.
I stopped reading them and eventually I stopped seeing them at all.
So, this episode is for everyone who has ever started a habit with huge energy.
And then quietly let it disappear by the weekend.
Hey, English learners, welcome back to the English Leap podcast, your cozy little place to learn easy English through real, everyday conversations. I'm Anna.
And I'm Jake, professional sticky note ignorer. Today we're talking about how to build habits that actually stick.
Not the dramatic version.
Not like wake up at 5 a.m., run 10 kilometers, and meditate for an hour starting tomorrow.
Please no.
We're talking about small, realistic habits, the kind that survive a tired Tuesday.
With work, traffic, a messy kitchen, and a phone that keeps buzzing.
And this matters for English learners too.
Because many learners don't fail because they're lazy.
They fail because the habit was never designed to last.
Designed?
Yes, designed, like how the habit fits into your day.
We say, I'll study English every morning.
Then mornings get chaotic.
We say, I'll never skip a day.
Then one skipped day turns into one skipped month.
We say, I just need more discipline.
Then discipline quietly leaves the room.
Laughter.
That one hurt a little. So today we're going to talk about habits in a smarter, more honest way.
Because maybe the problem isn't that you gave up too easily.
Maybe the problem is that the habit was too fragile from the start.
Fragile means easily broken or easily damaged.
And that's really the heart of today's episode.
Yes, we're not just talking about wanting a habit.
We're talking about how to make a habit survive real life.
And I think language plays a role here too.
Definitely, because how we describe our habits shapes how we treat them.
If I say, I'm trying to be consistent, that already sounds calmer than I have to be perfect.
True, and I missed one day sounds very different from I ruined everything.
One is a fact. The other is a disaster movie.
Exactly. So later in Say It Better, we'll take some dramatic habit sentences and make them sound calmer and more useful.
And we'll also slow down some powerful words in Word Tour, words that help you talk about habits, consistency, and change.
So if you're B1 or B2, stay with us. And if you're A2, don't worry about every single word.
Just follow the main idea. That's already great practice.
And if one sentence feels useful today, write it down somewhere you'll actually see it again.
You can also slow down even more in the English Leap Club with the transcript, Word Tour, quizzes, and shadowing practice.
The link is in the description.
All right, let's start with the big question.
Why do we start habits with so much excitement and lose them so quickly?
Jake, tell me about a habit you tried to start recently.
Do we need details?
Yes.
I was afraid of that.
What were you trying to build?
A morning routine.
How big was it?
Too big. Wake up early, drink water, stretch for 10 minutes, write in a journal, read 20 pages, and go for a walk before work.
That's not a habit. That's a small festival.
It really felt like one in my head.
What happened on day one?
Day one was beautiful. I did everything. I felt like a completely new person.
After one morning?
I was very confident.
Too confident.
Then day two arrived.
Day two, the honest day.
I woke up late, skipped the stretching, skipped the journal, and just rushed out the door.
And day three?
I told myself I'd restart on Monday,
Of course you did.
and Monday quietly became next Monday.
So what did you tell yourself after that?
I said, I just don't have consistency. I'm not a routine person.
Consistency means doing something regularly in the same steady way over time.
Right, and repeating that sentence didn't help. It just made me feel like giving up completely.
That's exactly where a lot of people get stuck.
In the journal,
Laughter.
in self-judgment,
Also the journal, probably.
also the journal. But seriously, many people think judging themselves harshly is the same as motivating themselves.
Say that again.
Many people think judging themselves harshly is the same as motivating themselves.
That sentence deserves its own podcast.
We'll save it for season 2.
But really, I have no consistency. I always quit isn't useful information.
It's just a punishment.
What if the issue wasn't that you lack consistency at all?
Then what is it?
Maybe your habit had too many steps. Maybe it depended completely on motivation. Maybe it had no clear trigger.
Trigger?
A trigger is the moment or signal that reminds you to start a habit.
I didn't have one. I just hoped I'd remember.
Hope is not a trigger.
That should be on a poster.
So your morning routine wasn't attached to anything specific.
No, it just floated somewhere in my imagination.
And when real mornings arrived, there was nothing holding it in place.
So I wasn't lazy.
No, your system had no structure.
System again. It always sounds so official.
It sounds official, but it's simple. Your system is how your habit connects to your actual day, your time, your environment, your reminders.
So if I say, I'll read more, but I don't choose a time or a place,
Then it's not really a habit yet.
it's a wish.
A wish with good intentions.
Still a wish.
Yes,
I think I usually start with excitement.
most people do.
I see someone's perfect morning routine online and I think, that's it. I'm doing that starting tomorrow.
Excitement can get you started.
But it fades fast.
Exactly. On Sunday night, you feel unstoppable.
By Wednesday, I'm a different person, a tired person, a person who wants coffee in silence.
Very specific.
Very real.
If your habit only survives when you feel excited, it probably won't last.
So excitement helps, but it isn't enough on its own.
Right. A strong habit asks, how can I make this almost automatic? Not, how can I prove how dedicated I am?
Let's bring this back to English learning.
Good idea. A learner says, I want to build a daily English habit.
Strong intention.
But then they say, I'll study whenever I'm free.
Dangerous sentence.
Very dangerous.
Because whenever I'm free usually means never.
A better approach is, right after I make coffee, I'll listen to one English podcast clip.
That sounds almost too easy.
It feels easy, but easy is what makes it repeatable.
And small repeated actions build something bigger over time.
Yes,
That's annoying because it's true.
most useful advice is a little annoying.
Like flossing
And drinking enough water.
and replying to messages on time.
Let's not go there.
What about momentum?
Momentum means the energy or force that keeps something moving once it has started.
I always lose momentum after the first good week.
That's incredibly common.
Why does that happen?
Often because the habit gets harder right when the excitement disappears. Week 1 feels like an adventure. Week 2 feels like a chore. Your brain quietly asks, is this really necessary?
That's exactly the thought.
So momentum needs support, not just enthusiasm.
What kind of support?
Small wins, visible progress, and habits that don't completely depend on your mood.
Give me an example.
If your habit is study English for an hour and you miss an hour, it can feel like total failure.
And then I quit completely.
But if your habit is study English for 5 minutes, missing it feels small, and starting again feels easy.
So the goal is to protect momentum, not to be impressive.
Exactly. Impressive habits often break first.
That explains a lot about my journal.
There's another challenge, too:
Go on.
friction.
Please don't introduce another concept that judges me.
Laughter.
Friction means anything that makes a habit harder or slower to start.
That's annoyingly accurate.
What happens with you?
I want to exercise, but my shoes are in another room, my clothes aren't ready, and my water bottle is dirty.
So many tiny obstacles.
Yes, and each one is small, but together they're enough to stop me.
So friction isn't about willpower at all.
No, it's about design. If you remove friction, the habit becomes much easier to start.
So how do I fight that?
Maybe don't fight it directly. Reduce it instead.
Reduce my own friction?
Yes. Prepare your shoes the night before. Keep your notebook open on the table. Put your phone in another room while you study.
That actually sounds manageable.
The point is, don't rely only on motivation to overcome obstacles you could simply remove.
Because if starting is hard every single time, you'll eventually stop trying.
Exactly.
So the better question is, what's making this harder than it needs to be?
Yes.
Not as exciting as transform your entire life.
But far more realistic. Let me ask you something.
I'm nervous already.
Do you ever build a habit completely alone without telling anyone?
Always.
Why?
Because if I quit, nobody has to know.
That's very honest.
It feels safer that way.
Safer emotionally, sure, but sometimes habits need identity, not just privacy.
Identity.
Identity means seeing the habit as part of who you are, not just something you do.